So what we did with Derek's help, we worked with Derek and FormAssembly to demo the team's plan of FormAssembly that gave this partner workflow capability. And we built it out and said, this is what it could look like, how we could take your existing application process and bring it into this, and here would be the benefits. They liked what they saw, so they upgraded to the team plan with FormAssembly. And some of the new benefits were we integrated email communications that existed as email templates in Salesforce that needed to be manually updated each year into the workflow so they could be dynamically updated and didn't need year after year changes. We were able to streamline task creation that was done through Process Builder, having a task added to the survey that the student filled out their application. That is now part of the workflow. We reduced redundancy by having a pre-fill. So after students filled out the form, when the parents got the link, all the student information was already populated. Parents could look it over and change if necessary. So it eliminated parents having to fill in more data and having duplicate data or data that didn't match up. So it accelerated the process in terms of from start to finish of when the student started the application to when the parent submitted the application. And finally, it was able to be tracked in one location. We could look at the responses in FormAssembly and see, had the student only completed the application, had the student and parent, was there an error that occurred, and then tackle that quickly and efficiently. A quick summary of those. We increased the operational efficiency with all the automation that we were able to do. It accelerated the application process in terms of students starting to the parents finishing so that the advisors could go in and select the students for the program. It enhanced the visibility because everything was all in one place. So the staff for our partner could go in and just look and see, okay, Craig, here are 5 students they haven't finished their application yet. Can we send them emails? Yep, no problem. It was very easy to decipher where each student's application was in the process. We improved the reliability. We didn't have to rely on somebody outside. This is something that you'll see in a few slides that the team can now take ownership of. And that's the goal, is to empower our partner through FormAssembly so that they can continue to utilize this and modernize this as needed. And ultimately, it was a better user experience both for the staff and for the students and parents who were filling out the forms, and then ultimately their families wanting to know, did they get accepted into this program or not? Next steps and future enhancements that we're considering, we're going to continue to look at the workflow performance and user feedback. I already have some tweaks that I want to utilize in terms of talking with the partner. One being just something as simple as like a couple pre-fill fields that we had that weren't editable will now need to be editable for the parent. Secondly, we want to look at that continuously optimizing this. So this was our first iteration this past fall of going through this. So we will have meetings with their staff to figure out what changes do you want to make. Future enhancements are going to be letting students know they did via mail merge last year because that felt comfortable. Can we automate that and put that in as part of the workflow? And then training the team before the iteration this fall so that they can take ownership of this, and then that I can step away a little bit more so they're empowered to utilize this themselves.